We have arrived in Faro. What is up, guys? So I'm currently here on holiday with my friends. We're in Portugal. So we're just here for a couple of days, so I just thought it would be fun to film and to vlog, see what I get up to and see how my trading is while I'm on holiday. Hello! So it's currently Friday. We landed yesterday, Thursday night. Ended up sleeping like 2 in the morning, and then this morning we woke up around 6 a.m. Then got out of bed at like 7:30. Did some forecasting, and then the girls, we all woke up and went to Lidl to do some grocery shopping, and now we're just back getting things prepared. I'm currently in Eurodollar short, and yeah. What's up, guys? I'm just checking in. It's currently like Friday afternoon. After we went to Lidl and unpacked, we pretty much put on our bikinis and tanned for a bit in the pool. My friends are just preparing lunch.
Does anyone have Tipex?
And just showered. Still in Eurodollar short, and that is currently running at about 1%. Just hovering around there, so gonna move it to break even soon, like after this. Right now I just feel super drained, super tired, headache. I think, you know, just being in the sun for a long time is kind of makes me feel really weak, but on the way, like catching the flight, like going to the boarding gate, it was me like trying to put up the video, so that was like super stressful. Now I'm just catching up with everything with the video that went out about my experience with Signal services, so just catching up with that. So we are currently out with this church thingy in Oahu. Allow. There's been a lot of patterns and structures in the market recently that have actually been fulfilling the 9% rule, such as Euro Pound Short, which has reached the 9% rule, so back to the start of the ascending channel. We're gonna do more touring, and then we're gonna go get dinner. Whoop whoop. And then we're gonna go party, maybe.
Siren party, let's go. The one to give you everything you want and need. Oh baby, good love.
Now, if you guys are wondering, like, oh, why am I still trading while I'm traveling or on holiday? Why am I just like not focused on my holiday and enjoying it? The big thing is, I think, is that you got to treat trading like a business. Like, you know, you got to show up, you got to put work in, time in, some effort in. If you want to reap the rewards and the benefits of trading, it's not just like when I feel like it. It's definitely a commitment. How you capitalize it in a week is dependent on how well you have forecasted and done your market analysis in the weekend. So that's really stuck with me. So I feel like even on holiday, you can just commit at least like, even just an hour during the weekend to do your ASR, to do your weekly analysis for the coming week, to just keep that momentum. I still try to make time. I still wake up quite early. Just try and get the work done before people wake up or before we got to go out. Just planning in ahead and just having that mentality that you got to treat trading like a business, because it's not just a when you feel like a thing. It's just so much harder to start that back up. There's no slow period. There's no like just holiday period where you're completely off the charts. Like, fair enough if you're taking a break from trading, that's different. But if you still want to trade and capitalize during the week, you've got to put like some effort and put some time in. I keep that in mind while I'm on holiday here, that I'm in control of my schedule, of my time. Like, I have control of my time. There's no, I didn't have time for it. That's just an excuse.
It reminds me of
So we've just come from the pool. We went for a tan. Gonna go finish off some work and then have dinner. Today's is sort of a chill one. Tomorrow we're going out to see the dolphins, which I'll take you along with me. I've basically been rehydrating myself with mango juice. So good. I wish they had it in the little back in London.
Should've known it was always on your mind. Never found the right time, the right time.
Your affirmation.
That I am a good nurse and I'm more than my career.
I am a consistently profitable trader. Persist until I succeed.
I am an editor of a fashion magazine.
I am a commercial lawyer with a startup property business.
Right time, boy. Never was alright.
We've just come back from our little island hopping tour thing. What did we do today?
We went kayaking,
We went kayaking,
saw the dolphins,
saw the dolphins,
and did snorkeling.
snorkeling, then had lunch, went around this really cute island
Kultura.
called Tora. So highly recommend if you go down to Oahu.
You got it.
I still don't know how to say it. Tonight I've got the Sunday market breakdown. I've already done my analysis. I did that yesterday and a little bit. Is it here? Yeah. Okay. I'll do a little bit before the webinar. And yeah, okay, bye. So I've just showered. I've just finished up my weekly analysis, and a couple of them are euro-dollar long, pound-dollar long, and continuing that euro-pound short. So I've just been finding time like this, like where people are sort of getting ready, showering, to sort of quickly jump on the charts and do my analysis and watch the weekly market breakdown. And I think it's not a hard thing to do. It's just priorities. Like, I could be chilling, but I'm gonna, be ready for the week ahead and just be carrying that routine and that momentum.
So it's the last day of our holiday, and what is this one doing?
I'm just trying to finish something for my glasses. For a London meeting, for the first ever Falcon London meeting that I'm co-hosting, co-coordinating for September 2nd. So just busy planning, organising, trying to make this as value-packed as possible for the members.
Oh my god.
Okay, girl. You carry on doing that.
Guys, it's Monday morning, it's like 7:30 a.m. and I've just done my morning analysis. There's a couple things I'm looking at. Pound cash short, actually. So there's actually two patterns I'm seeing ascending channel. We'll see how we react if we get some sort of hover to the downside, or we scoop back up to this double top and potentially come to the downside. There's also another pattern that I'm looking at with this, which is, if another scenario that might play out, like if we don't, if this doesn't happen, if he suddenly just moves to the upside a little bit. I'm prepared because I'll take this as an expanding pattern, so I'm prepared that this pattern could play out. So if this moves higher, I won't be shocked. I just understand that there's another value of area and that we could be within an expanding pattern to move to the downside, but I'm seeing this as a move to the downside, so we'll just see how price develops, how price action reacts to these value of areas, and we just wait and we be patient. I'm also looking at pound Oz to sort of complete the 90% rule, which you guys know is at the start of this ascending channel. We just take this tool and sort of like measure it out. I'm seeing a move back to the downside like this, or we complete that pattern and actually go all the way down, and that's just simple impulse correction continuation, a bear flag pattern. Of course we don't know when that's going to move to the downside, but we can start drawing pictures and building confluence to taking our entry. So we've had multi-touch confirmation, we're in a corrective channel, we've got this double top region, some sort of ascending nature to the downside. This looks very interesting, and we'll just see how price reacts up here. Could get the downside. So that was some sort of live sort of analysis thought process in the morning, and that's sort of where I flag them blue. I use blue for something like, okay, I'm looking at this in the morning, and then if it looks very close, I might make it red. If I'm in the trade, I'll make it green. So this is sort of how I filtered all these pairs out for today, so I know that they are sort of priority for my focus, whether I'm out and about, or of course you can put up alerts at value areas. Also, a lot of people ask me, like, why do I sometimes just rate in my trend line here? Like, why didn't I put it here? That's a really common question I get. I think the reason is because it's a correction, the price hasn't committed to itself, so if I was to do this, I'm basically calling that this is going to move to the downside, and sometimes it's psychologically, like, mentally harder to see the other scenarios, but price hasn't committed yet, so this can still like move to the upside, but if we had that trend line there, that might shock some people, and I think it's always about like how did price react, or how did price move away from the trend line. If it's moving correctively, then that's sort of no progression. So this is sort of one big correction, and the nature of that is that it's quite corrective, so I feel like the move to the downside is still coming. So it's just better to see this pattern, to see this piece of price action on its own in isolation. Don't marry trend lines. This is just a guideline, but the pattern, market structure, the nature is primarily the focus. So we'll just wait and see what happens. So it's like my last day here in Portugal with my friends. Monday, done my morning analysis, kind of prepared, really flagged them, filled them down, need to pack. Then I've got a meeting at 9, that's like an online call meeting, and then we head off to the airport at 11, because checkout is at 11, so so there's been like pound movements in the market this morning, so pound Aussie, pound dollar, pound CAD moving to the downside, but we'll see if that commits, or if we start to get retraces and price just completely reverses. So we'll see. I'm currently in pound Aussie and we're really moved to break even, so that was pretty cool that I finally got to show this to you guys live. I know you guys have really been wanting to see me like sort of analyze, take a trade live, and sort of share my thought process, but yeah, it's hard to do that at home because obviously family's home and I feel a bit awkward filming. But yeah, I think I'm going to make myself a coffee because I'm feeling kind of tired and I've got a meeting in about 45 minutes, so
So we have some movement in the market. I just wanted to get this live. This is pound Aussie. 1, 2, 3. Got the retrace on the 15. Got pound CAD as well. It's moving to the downside on the 15. So, you know, will this commit and move to the downside? Or is this going to completely retrace? It's always what happens next after the impulse. So we've got the impulse, little hover correction, and continuation to the downside, which I'm not in currently. But pound Aussie, yes, I'm in.